In class, this is Dr. Peter Terzop, and wanted to give you a little bit of a video about the textbook. And a number of you always ask every semester, what is the rules or how do we best use the textbook? So textbooks are basically academic sources that compile a lot of information that can be academic in the sense of bringing other professors or other writers or information together. So if you kind of look at it as a big collection of information to make it easier to study something, in this case, government. What I would note with the book is that reading everything is important. A lot of times people will want to skip over that or skim it. And they say, well, I just want to go read what the assignment says, and then they go back and find exactly what they need. So what I would suggest is to take the time and do the reading, and at least read it once and understand it, or get some general sense of what's going on with it. Once you get that done, there's a lot of neat things in textbooks that a lot of people overlook. For example, there may be glossaries, indexes. Another thing, too, I really stress and a lot of people overlook is the bibliography or references that the book uses. So, for example, when I read books, a lot of times I say, well, this topic is one I really like and the author did a good job. I'll go and look at the references they used, and I'll see if there's any books or readings that I want to use myself, or if I want to explore the topic more. Now, I understand we're in college and time's tight and all that, but I encourage you to get a notebook and say, one day I will be out of college and I'll want to continue reading certain things. And there might be a topic, it doesn't matter what course you're looking at or topic or that, but there's something you might want to do or explore further, so you can make notes about where those sources are. And a good way to do that is a textbook. Textbooks are basic, though. In other words, if you go to do a paper or assignments and all that, would a discussion post benefit from the textbook? Yes. It's not required, but that would be basics. But it also gives you an idea where to go look for things and look for sources, like in the library or the Google Scholar, things like that. We're looking for academic sources to help build our work. So when you do a final paper, would the textbook work? Yes, but, I always say but, we always want to take time to look at what other sources we can find to help build things. Now, could you construct a whole paper from a textbook? Yes, that is a true statement, but it's not very academic in the sense of showing your research and how you develop those references and sources to build a larger paper. So it's something very important to say, okay, I'm not really sure what I need to look at or explore, so I'll use the textbook for that. I also tell people that while we do not use Wikipedia in the classroom because it's not academic, sometimes sources like that are nice because they give you a quick idea what's going on, but we would never use it in class as a source. So always kind of keep those things in perspective. Just because we can Google something and internet it and say, okay, this is what this is, it doesn't mean it's a good source. And actually it may be very inaccurate. So you have to be very careful with that. I really highly encourage when you get a textbook to break it down and truly understand what's in it and also the features to it. Here's the index, here's the glossary, here's the keyword searches. These are the sources used. It gives you a very good perspective of what that book really can bring other than just reading it and maybe highlighting a few words. If there's anything else I can do, drop me a line, and best of luck.